Isreal Adesanya versus, what the hell's that nigga's name? Marvin Vettori. I forgot that nigga's name. That dude, Italian and shit. That fight went about as exactly as I would say pretty much everybody imagined, with the only difference being that the Vettori guy didn't get finished. Okay, Isreal Adesanya beat him when he was just a pup, when he was just emerging, when he was just opening maybe 2 out of the 10 inner gates. If y'all don't know Naruto, y'all know about what that means. But it went about appropriately. I mean, Israel styled on the guy. He got a few takedowns. I mean, you could tell that he improved as well from that last bout, because they try to improve the stand up, and obviously the tactic is to take Izzy down because the kickboxing is just too much to handle. And they did get him down a few times, but Israel got right back up. He was never kept down for the majority of the round, and he showed that he's improved his ground game too since the fight against Jan. So I'd actually be interested in those guys getting a rematch, because obviously they learned a little bit about each other, and obviously Izzy knows, and he's objective with himself and knows what he needs to improve on to reach the heights that he imagines for himself. That boy doesn't put a limit on himself. And actually, like, I've been watching his YouTube channel a lot. That boy has a strong mind, and the mentality of these fighters is something to really behold and to appreciate, because it's something that we can all have. It all starts within. You just speak it and think it into existence, and just believing in yourself, man. It really, that takes you, like, honestly, I'd say 80% of the way, if not 100, and the rest is just the work you put in. But yeah, man, he won that fight. He dominated that fight. He won every single round. And the thing about it that's funny is that the Vettori guy, that boy, see, that's one example. I just told you about believing yourself, but you also don't want to be delusional, because Vettori, this man, still thinks he won that fight. Like, this man kept saying every round, like, he went to his corner, okay? His coach is saying, look, you're down a round. You need to go. You need to go. You need to go. He's like, no, I won that round. Like, you're that's not how you grow, bro. You're not going anywhere in your career if you're gonna be like, this is immature. Like, be objective. Don't believe in yourself, but be objective and work. Like, you lost. Like, you probably won 1 round against Israel in your entire career. That's including both fights. And you think you won every round, and you think you won that fight. Like, there's a difference between being confident, believing in yourself, and being completely delusional. And that's what this guy was doing. Guy was just spouting off, and even when they exchanged, they shook hands at the end, he was still saying he won the fight. Like nigga, like what the fuck's wrong with this nigga? Like, look, like, you lost, man, but work on your shit. Like, you couldn't handle the stand up. There was a lot of things you could have done better. I mean, you had Izzy backing up against the cage a few times. You didn't throw a single body shot. You didn't mix up your punches. Like, all you're doing was trying to box, and you're trying to outbox a kickboxer and a well-rounded fighter like Izzy. That ain't gonna do nothing. But I mean, props to you. You went the distance. I mean, you only went the distance because you kept on hugging my boy and trying to grab him up, and when he was piecing you up, because you could feel you got hurt a couple of times, but you went right to the shoot, try to grab up on Izzy and try to just survive. That's really all you were doing, was surviving. Izzy was mocking you during the shit. He grabbed your ass while you this nigga Izzy Cole, he grabbed that nigga ass while he was in the middle of a fight with him, because he's like, look, I know this nigga know he can't handle my shit. You just pushing me up against the cage, trying to survive in this bitch. So I'm gonna emasculate his ass, and he literally did emasculate his ass, literally and figuratively.
Credit to him and his boxing coach. I'll say they improved their boxing.
Okay, yeah, he did improve his boxing.
So I think they thought that would be enough.
Look at my boy's shirt.
It wasn't enough. It wasn't enough.
Yeah.
Nah, it wasn't.
We talked about, man, the crowd in there tonight. I know that's, not what
that boy
gets done
eating pizza
in the cage,
during the interview. I know he hungry.
Did that have any influence on your performance tonight? Because it seemed like vintage.
That boy took 3 full bites, not even one shit. He took 3 bites before he put that shit down. That nigga hungry.
You see me trolling him all week, so I just thought I'd keep it going. Sorry,
trust. Yep. Yeah,
it's good,
you eating, bro. You took 3 big ass bites. That shit better be good as fuck. That shit Domino's. Okay.
Yeah, vintage me, definitely. Just having fun. I did have fun in there. I'll say that.
Yeah.
You got a chance to show your wrestling a little bit. You got a chance to show your
of course
Brazilian
you did,
jiu-jitsu
bro. You were styling on them.
I'm curious,
you were definitely styling on
getting
them.
to show those kind of sides of you, or would you prefer to never even have to get to those moments?
I do want to show. I want. There was a point. I think there was my favorite bit of the fight. Actually,
of course, you want to show.
So far was
these interviewers have dumbass questions.
He had a rear naked choke, and he probably got excited, like, yes, this is it, my moment. And then I wasn't even bothered. I wasn't threatened, and I turned it on him.
That's true.
And I put my hand on his neck. You know, like that X-rated shit when you choke someone, you just look him in the eyes. And I saw his. I swear to God, I saw his soul leave his eyes. I saw it, and I said to him, "You're scared, aren't you?"
Yo, he had to think about that. He was talking about some Pornhub shit.
Find the tape. And I felt very powerful in that moment. Just
honestly, Israel going straight up like
he's tough. I'll give him
rape
that.
somebody in the ring. Like he out here dogging, grabbing, like he out here
powerful
emasculating these
I
niggas,
took
man. I'm like,
hope away from him.
I hope Izzy never goes to jail. I feel sorry for everybody else in the pen.
Respect. I don't know, because even at the end of the fight, I was like, you can at least say I won that one. He's like, what? This one? I was like, are you serious? He's like, I won that. I'm like, oh no, we can't.
This nigga's delusional, bro.
Eric Cartman mentality, man. It's just, you got to believe your own bullshit sometimes. But hey, like I said, I'm believing my own hype. Wow. After that, and he thinks he won.
Like,
who's believing?
You can believe your hype, but also believe in reality.
Like,
nigga, you lost. By every standard, every
I
told him,
the first thing I said was like, hey, I don't like you and you don't like me, but this is martial arts at the end of the day. Have some respect. So, yeah, I mean, he better respect me. I just want him to just after
That's
my last fight.
Israel.
I wouldn't say who, but certain
He gonna
people
talk
thought
his
I won
shit.
that
He
fight.
still got respect.
Certain people, in my camp thought I won that fight, but I was just like.
Everybody thought you won.
Close,
nigga, you won the shit. It wasn't. It shouldn't have been a split.
Bro,
like that judge was on crack.
If I wanted to have his mentality, I would hold on to that, and I would keep going after Jan and trying to it's so stupid. That's not how you grow. How you grow is you learn from your mistakes.
He's teaching him right now.
Go back to the drawing board and you improve. You become better from them. Losses are part of life.
He's talking that
losses
back.
make you better. Just I don't know where this
real
whole
talk.
mentality comes from. That you took a loss.
That's why he a shinobi.
Over, but
Naruto.
Nah, it's part of life. Take it and let it improve you. So my advice to him would be just
that boy.
Just look yourself in the mirror tonight. Maybe not tonight. Give it a week.
Take your L.
Let things settle.
What do I always say every
Look,
video? You can't get a W
Israel
without taking 2 L's. Yo,
Israel is better than you.
I'm saying though, this is about positivity. That's why I fuck with Israel, bro. Like every time I see his bouts and see him talk, I know it's a lot of showmanship and a lot of charismatic abilities and some anime otaku shit, but he speaks that real talk. So shout out to the boy. He's still a champ, as we all know. And yeah, man. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. I'm gonna see y'all when I see y'all. One.
Yeah, I'm a nuisance, I'm a menace. Yeah, I like them thick and chocolate like I read lyrics.